way. I want it that way.
What the hell? I feel like Cabanas.
Cabanas, man. That nigga used to say it like that. We used to say, I'm a go.
Why did you have to say the first part? You didn't have to say the first part, brother.
It's a song. I'm a. That shit go crazy, man. We may as well play that. Denzel Curry Gook.
No, I'm not playing that song on my podcast. Sorry, that's not. That is a very offensive fucking word. That honestly, like
Ooh.
there's just certain lines that when you cross them, you kind of just you're offending too many people at that point. And honestly, I don't want to offend the Asian people. They don't like that word. I ain't gonna say that word. We got a lot of
Yeah.
static. Got a whole lot of static. Son, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Just get comfortable.
Yeah, I'm nice and
Sit
comfortable,
your ass
man.
down. Yeah, you comfortable?
Yeah, man, my legs a little ashy, man. You know I'm comfortable when the legs ashy.
Your legs are ashy?
Yeah, my feet. I didn't put no lotion on my legs. You know what I'm saying? They looking a little crazy right now. Real
Why,
Kevin Durant like.
why didn't you put lotion on your legs?
Cause man, I just stepped out the shower and then I didn't need no lotion on my legs, man. I'm just here at the crib, man. You know what I'm saying? If I was going out, I would have put some lotion on my legs. But yeah.
That doesn't seem to me like a good reason to not. I feel like. Why do you have your hand there? Why do you have your hand on the table there? Why?
Oh no, I don't know, man. I just felt like
It was gonna fall over?
no, I just felt comfortable like that.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I
Oh,
just
my
felt
bad.
real comfortable like that.
All right, sorry for me ruining your comfort, man.
Yeah, man. Don't yeah. You all right, sweetheart?
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah. I got the mic upside down, and this is probably a terrible idea. Not even probably.
You.
Should have got all this mic checkery done before we started. But we starting with the start so that we can end with the end. You now tuned in to the Ramblin' Rogue Show. I am your host, Ramblin' Rogue, a.k.a. Jires Rogue. You know, I'm a podcaster, rapper in a former life, you know what I'm saying? Next to me, I've got NW, Double O, Dublicious.
Dubs.
They call him Licious in some corners, in some spaces of the universe. You understand me? Because they like to lick on him.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
we here. We got Pokemon is King in the chat. We live at twitch.tv /Gyres. There we go. /Gyres Road.
Mm-hmm.
And we got no plans. It's Saturday. Saturday pod of the Rambling Rogue Show. You understand me? I got no topics, no proper topics. I'm just here. I'm enjoying. Got my USA shirt on. Tank top that I cut myself.
Yeah, man. You can see the real craftsmanship he has there. You know what I'm saying? The perfect circles. No real cut edges. It's not all rough and tumbled. It's not looking all edged and shit like that. Yeah, man. He did it real nice. No cow. I ain't gonna lie. It does look nice.
Yeah, I cut the sleeves off of my shirt. Real nice. Yeah. Anyways, welcome back. We here to talk for about another hour and a half or whatnot, whatever. How you doing, Nigel? How you feeling today?
Yeah, man. I'm feeling good. Feeling great. You know what I'm saying? I beat Fable earlier this week.
Oh wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Let me get my soundboard up. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I was on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv /NW2Bs2Ys. You know what I'm saying? Come catch me play different types of games. But yeah, man. Yeah, I beat Fable. And
How was it?
it was cool. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? You have to fight a dragon at the end, and the dragon it's pretty simple to defeat it. You just gotta dodge everywhere, and just keep your distance. And yeah, man, it's pretty simple.
Oh, so you really are like a classic hero, man. You got to fight a dragon,
Yeah, you got
whole dragon.
yeah,
Hmm?
big ass dragon from the
Big ol'
underworld.
dragon. Hmm?
Yeah,
Draco. Hmm?
and the game tests you all the way up to the end, man. You know what I'm saying? Do you take the good path or the evil path, man? And I ended up being the great big bad hero. Like I became the hero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hero.
I took the hero path, and yeah, man, I got like 3 wives in Fable, and it's lit.
So so you beat the story that is Fable, right?
Where's Bond?
And is it like a open world RPG at the end? Do you just get to say, "Oh yeah, you get to impregnate the entire Fable"? First of all, can you impregnate your wives? That's one question. Number two, I mean, is it like a Sims situation going on here with the wives in Fable, or like what's going on with the wives in Fable there? Like, what's the
Nah.
deal?
So the wives and Fable, man. So basically, you gotta swoon them first before they even your wives. So you gotta make sure they like you, and by making sure they like you, there's a heart on top of their heads, and it grows and grows the more times you see them, and the more times like what I'm saying, you give them either gifts or you do emotes to like just like you can flirt with women. You can do a flirt emote. You can giggle. You can laugh. You can smile. You can thank them, and then you can give them chocolates, roses, and etc.
Right,
And
right, right. You've explained that before, but you can't take it to the point where you have them as your wife and then you make them have a baby for you.
so in Fable Anniversary now, you can't do that. You can have sex in a game, but you can't have kids or nothing like that. But
Okay.
in the Fable in the next games, Fable 2 and 3, yeah,
Ooh, you can have kids and people do. You can have kids.
yeah, you can have kids, you can get the STDs, you can get
STDs,
yeah, you can get sexually transmitted diseases because
huh?
there's prostitutes in the game of Fable. So you can, and that's like taking a darker path. Like if you just start fucking prostitutes and stuff like that, yeah, you taking a
True.
darker path as a
Because
warrior.
if you think about it, in the world, it's not like it's just a bunch of towns set up, and then there are just these nice, hardy women ready to be wives, waiting. No, what it really is nice, hardy women ready to be wives, and whores. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores
But
in
it's
this
like
house.
it's
There's some
not like
whores in this house.
it's
There's
like
some.
you gotta go to a certain like place in the world of Fable, because it's called Albion. That's the whole like countryside you in, and basically, man, you gotta go around Albion and find this. There's this temple, literally
Nigga, we was talking
dedicated
about
to.
whores.
Yeah, I know. There's a temple dedicated to whoredom. Like
Whoredom
it's like
temple.
a not a temple, but what is it called?
A
Uh,
shrine.
Not a shrine, man. You know what it's
A
called
cult.
no, not a cult,
So
not
it's
a
not a cult.
shrine.
It's not a temple. It's not a
It,
shrine.
it's
It's a
a
church.
it's like a
A church.
it's not a church,
Chapel.
bruh.
Temple.
No, nigga, it's a brothel. There we go. It's a brothel, man. That's what it's called. It's a brothel, and yeah, man, you go to the brothel and you have a fun time, and you pay for the sex, and you can possibly get STDs from these women. And that's how the next Fables work. I haven't delved too deep into Fable 2, but yeah.
You got any plans getting in the Fable? Getting in a little bit of Fable?
Oh yeah, I'm
Little
getting
Fable?
yeah, man. I already
That's
checked
fun
out
though.
reviews, so I'm getting on Fable 2. I already downloaded it, so yeah, man. Check me out. NW Twitch.tv. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I'm gonna give it to y'all straight right there. You heard me?
What? What do you mean?
Like just I'm gonna just give y'all straight content with the Fable and the 2K and all the other games I'll be playing and shit like that, man. So yeah, man, check me out. Uh, Pokemon Pill. or not Pokemon Pill. That's his gamer tag. Pokemon is King in the chat. Talking about what we got planned. What we got planned tonight.
Yeah, you said that quite a bit ago. Quite a bit ago, like when we initially started.
And nah, I ain't even really trying to go out tonight unless it's the work. But besides that, I ain't trying to go out to have fun or do any debauchery, man. I'm just chill.
Why not? Why not? It's Saturday night. You're 22 years old. Why don't you want to go out? You could just go. Just see the town. Make them feel your presence. Make them feel you. Make them smell you. Make them see you. No?
I'm a homebody. I like to be in the comfort of my home, but nah, not this Saturday, man. I'm cooling. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go out and see what the Instacart got going on. See what the Rideshare got going on. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a more responsible thing to do right now on this Saturday.
So have you worked any days of the month yet?
Yeah,
Would today
yeah.
be your first day or
No, I worked.
how many days have you worked? Because how many days are we even into December?
It's
the
the fourth.
fourth. I think I've only worked. I worked
worked
yesterday.
I worked the first day of December, so I think that was Monday.
Okay. How's work?
Work was great, man. You know what I'm saying? I was here in Beaumont, and or shit. I
You
kind
could
of
say the city where we're at. It's not like somebody's gonna pinpoint fucking
yeah.
locate you.
Yeah.
Just don't be saying like we're right off of like.
Right, yeah. It's not like niggas is out here like Liam Neeson, but
But they no. Don't be saying details and shit, cause don't be saying details and
yeah,
shit.
that's when it gets serious.
Where it's this tree next to this fire hydrant next to. Don't be getting into all of that. But yeah.
Yeah, nah.
But you was working out here.
Yeah, I was working out here, man, and I got me a good order from the Wally, and that set off my day real right, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a $50 batch order, and yeah, I found myself in the Walmart for longer than I expected. I thought I was gonna find all the things quicker, but even with my knowledge of the place, I still couldn't figure out where everything was and stuff like that. It was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's right. So you've been working at Walmart basically since we got out of high school. All the Walmarts are the same, basically. I mean, the layout. You got produce on the side. You've got your household whatnots, electronics usually in some middle back area. You've got usually far back tucked away. Like electronics will never just be some in the front on either side. You always will have home and pharmacy, and then you always will have grocery on either side of the Walmart. So that's interesting though. So you're still finding like, how long did it take for you to? Okay, well, number one, do you remember how many items was on the Instacart order that you did?
Yeah, it had to be about like 35. Yeah, 35 to 40.
I ain't gonna lie. For a Walmart order too, that's low key. Like that's a good size order. That's a good size order. A fat order will be like 50 plus items. Because after well, usually how I'll do it is like the item count, not really the units, because units gets a little it can get like it can be a large number on the unit count, like 67, but then it'll be 31 items. Well, maybe if you had two of every single item that you get, or if, various items have 5 or 6 parcels, then you have your 67 units. But on Instacart though, the 50 plus item orders, those have to pay you out $50+ or more. It's usually about proportional to the amount of items. To like every item should be about $1 is what I'm trying to say. So if you were in there and you said you had 31 items, 35 items on your list, and then how long did it take for you to finish the shopping? Do you remember what it said at the bottom there? Because on Instacart it gives you like it's a timer that goes up, or a stopwatch that starts, and then it's like it tells you how long you're actually doing your thing. How long were you there?
I was there for about like an hour and 50, and the timer that it gave me to finish it up by was like an hour 45. So it took me
It gave you an hour and 45 to
yeah,
do a 31 item order?
35
30,
out of the
31, 35?
yeah,
And how long did it take you?
yeah, like about an hour 50.
Whoo. And were the items? Wow, dude, there's like so much static from these mics going on right now. Hold on. Like, as I'm saying it, it's like cutting in and out. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to hear it back on the playback. That's what sucks. I gotta replace all this gear that we got here. It's all old, man. It's old and busted. At least this audio chip thing that we have here, my PreSonus. But I was gonna ask you a question about the Walmart thing. So it takes you an hour and how long? 50 minutes?
Yeah,
For
like
31. Okay, but were the items spread out across the store? Were they all in? Was it mostly groceries, or was it like here's some in appliances, here's some clothing stuff?
no, it was mostly groceries. I was just having a hard time with the vegetables.
Damn.
Like the
Even that.
vegetables part could be stupid me a little bit because I'd be like, wait,
Yeah.
because then you gotta like talk. It's because you gotta talk to you gotta really talk to your to the customer that you're doing it for. So it's like at the same time you're looking for the items, but also at that same time you're texting the person that you're getting the items for to make sure like, oh, you want this item, you want that item, like they don't have that, they don't have this. So you just being more attentive so they know like, okay, this guy, because she did give me good reviews, so that was good because she was like, this guy was actually, he was communicating with me and he was really trying to make that effort, that trying to get the right stuff for me. So I really appreciated that. And I did hear from all my Instacarters from when I was at Walmart cashiering, they would tell me like, yo, yeah, man, if you're gonna do Instacart, just make sure you're really attentive with the customers that you're dealing with, so they know you, like, you just you know that you're just there, man, that you're actually a person, not just someone that's just gonna willy nilly get anything off the rack. You know what I'm saying? So always talk to the people that you're getting the items for. Just make sure that everything's right with
And
that.
you can apply that to DoorDash. You can apply that
Yeah.
to Uber Eats. You can just think and put yourself into the position of somebody who's trusting some random stranger to go and get their food. It's like it's kind of, in the modern world, we're all kind of used to the idea of ride sharing enough to where, yeah, you send an Uber for somebody, you're almost like 99% certain that, yeah, that Uber is going to bring this person to my house. But for somebody's food, number one, the item that they asked for, maybe you bring the wrong item. Now there's an issue. Number two, or you mess up and you I don't know, open the bag that the item's in, and now it's contaminated or whatever. Or it's like there's so many things that can go wrong in just trying to go get somebody's groceries or fast food and whatnot. So yes, I would very much agree to that. Like, to just make the whole process much easier on you, communicate
Yeah.
and do it forthright. Go first. Say, and you don't have to be so crazy. Like on Instacart, just give them a simple good afternoon. I'll be there with your stuff ASAP. Boom. Now they've gotten that. They know that you're actually like responsive. You're on your phone. You're willing to actually respond back if they have something to say, or you're texting. You're open to it, and then yeah. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. I think I was gonna go somewhere from there, but trains of thought, stoned and whatnot. The trains of thought they leave the station. But yeah. The time though, Nigel, I did want to say the time that it takes for you to finish an order, that hour plus or whatever it is that you said an hour and 50 minutes for 31 items. I can tell you right now, 31 item order, most of them vegetables, that's like 45 minutes.
Nah,
On the quick, that's like that's max 45 minutes.
truthfully
Max.
told, I think I might be downplaying how many items were actually on the order. The Yeah, this is just off that was just off the top of my head, but yeah. Nah, I mean, I don't know. It was just like I was saying, man. I was just really talking to the lady because she wasn't
Mm,
replying in time too. So I was just like waiting and then just kind of getting other items throughout the store.
mm-hmm.
And that I don't know. I feel like that's what kind of may
And that,
hamper your time a
yeah,
little bit, but
yes.
it still works in your favor because she's gonna give you the 5-star review once you drop off the items because you just communicated with her and you communicated with them and you just let them know like, yeah, I'm here and I'm gonna you know you can talk to me whenever. I'm not gonna just be someone that's just getting your groceries and just gonna mistreat it. So it's like I guess it's a double-edged sword, but then you just gotta just think, man. I think it's just better to get those reviews, those high reviews.
No, good reviews are good. They're kind of dime a dozen, though. I mean, honestly, you're gonna get a good review if you just bring all the stuff and you're there alive. Like, if you don't show up dead, then you're pretty much good. You've pretty
That's
much
funny.
got a positive 5-star review from the person. I know my man Kaz is in the chat. Salute to my guy Kaz, my mod. He said that the audio's good. I'm hearing a lot of feedback on these
Yeah,
mics, man. I do not like it at all. So yeah, that's just a lot. So yeah, we gotta. I'm gonna try something drastic here. Gonna cut this off and then cut it back on. The old turn them off, turn them on trick. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for the audio. Anybody listening? Sounds a bit clearer to me. I still hear some fuzz, but you know what? I think honestly we should be good. But even if we're not, it is what it is, man. That's episode 39. That's how episode 39 was. It'll be fixed on the next episode, and it will be because I'm legitimately about to click the checkout button on Amazon for the gear that we need. That means
yeah, man.
new capabilities. You know what I'm saying? Guests. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have guests inside studio. We're also gonna be having guests on,
Yes.
the global scale. We're gonna have people at their own terminals. How do you say, like ad hoc? Just tuning in, chopping it up with us. We're also going to be expanding. I really honestly think that that's about it. Yeah, just the amount of mics that I have at use.
Yeah, man. We expanded the
Yeah.
amount of people that are gonna be on this pod and can come to this pod, come chop it up, chill, talk to us, guest work, and then it's gonna be great, man. The pod is growing in that sense of just more bodies, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's gonna be fun. First we're gonna have some friendos on, friends, close friends, people that we love,
Friendos.
just to talk to. And as especially we roll into the new year, I want to start having some interesting characters, some people that I've met, and maybe even some people that Nigel's met. If you'd like to invite some people onto the pod as well, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're just gonna have some just we're just gonna ramble. We're just gonna just talk to some people. Just jib it up. You understand me? I came into this Saturday pod, Nigel, with nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have 2 topics, but they're kind of like more feeling based. But yeah, I came into this podcast with absolutely no topics today.
Yeah, I kind of came in dry too, but I just have something funny to talk about that I saw on an ESPN article right here that I got, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I just stumbled upon it by going on the Google app, and it's just one of those recommended articles that they gave me. But I also wanted to get on a little tangent. Uh, it's just funny because Google be just doing that. They'll give you articles on what you've already searched up through the Google search bar, and the algorithm will work through that and then give you the things that you will most likely click on. And I keep on using it a lot, and I love it, man. I love the little recommended article space that Google got, man. Even though I've seen on the Social Dilemma that it'd be more better for you and your brain and your critical thinking skills to just search it up through the search bar and just find it that way. So I don't know. I just kind of feel a little torn about that. It's just a little like
Wait. So you like the article space
recommendation.
algorithm recommendation space on Google for articles? Okay.
Yes.
What article did you see?
Oh, the article was just about this boxer man who could have died while he was boxing.
Boxer man?
No,
Is that usually how we? Is that how?
no.
Is that, is that,
Tefimo Lopez, his doctor said that he was lucky to be alive after boxing in Madison Square Garden.
I'm not saying the name. I'm just saying. Don't we just call those boxers?
Yeah, boxer guy.
Just why do you put guy on it? Just boxer. He's a boxer.
Yeah.
He's not a boxer guy. He's not a boxer man. That doesn't.
He's a
that's not.
He's a okay. He's a boxer.
He's a boxer.
He's a boxer.
He's a boxer. He's a boxer.
Yeah, the boxer dude.
What about him?
Yeah, man. He's just lucky to be alive, bruh.
Why?
That boy.
Did he get punched in the orbital?
No, his doctor saying that he was fighting as if he had like a 300-pound anaconda around his neck, choking him, and with a 300-pound weight pressing on his chest. You know what I'm saying? And he was fighting in the ring as if that was nothing. And the fighter, Tefimo Lopez, said that, I thought I had mild asthma when I was in there. But his doctor said that he could have died that night because of how much of strain he had on his chest.
From what? What? And who? What's the fighter's name?
Tefimo Lopez.
Tefimo Lopez could have died from strain on his neck due to a tumor.
Nah, he fought with air in his chest. Like it seemed
Air
like
in his chest. What does that mean, Nigel? Air usually is in your chest when you breathe.
Yeah, that's what the article says, right? And then when you read into the article, man, he's just saying that it felt like there was like a 300-pound weight on his chest, and like an anaconda was choking restricting his breathing. That's what his doctor said. That's the symptoms he must have been feeling. But he said, the fighter himself said, "Nah, man, it felt like I was just mild asthma." But, after the fight that he lost, by the way, he went to the doctors, and the doctor said, "You're lucky to be alive, brother."
Because they figured out and deduced after testing that he had had air in his chest?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, nigga, he had air in his chest, you know what I'm saying?
What does that mean, though?
I've already explained it. Like, it's that he had constriction of air in his chest, but literally the article says found to have fought with air in his chest. Okay. The headline for this article does sound stupid.
How does it go?
It literally says, doctor says Tefimo Lopez is lucky he's not dead after boxer found to have fought with air in chest.
That is ridiculous. That is onion level.
This is Mark Kriegel from ESPN. He wrote the article, so shout out to Marky.
That is onion level of fuckery. Honestly, I had no idea what the fuck you were trying to say there. So confusing. Yo, Spencer 4317. Yo, the chat is chatting. They're there. Twitch.tv/JarsRogue. Shoot us a follow. If you're watching this after the fact, it's the Rambling Rogue Show. We're just rambling. Yo, by the way, chat, if you guys want to, get in on what we're talking about, if you guys have any topics, anything cool to talk about, just let us know. I mean, if you have anything you want to, have us share our opinions on. Speaking of opinions, man, opinions are like assholes and everybody's got one. But another thing everybody's got is an excuse. But maybe it's not an excuse when, goddamn it, it's a damn reason. It's a goddamn good reason. My man Antonio Brown. Oh shit, Spencer 4317 with the sub.
Zero.
Thank you, man. But yeah, my man Antonio Brown.
Shit.
And a few other NFL players that I didn't see named on whatever headline. Speaking of headlines being goofy, but this one you can't. It's not goofy. It's a goofy story, but it's not a goofy headline, unfortunately. We've got reports that cajillion dollar NFL player Antonio Brown, receiver on the Super Bowl winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year, or was that last year?
Yeah, they won the championship last season, last Super Bowl. Tampa
Has
Bay.
this prime athlete has come out? They're saying that he's been using fake COVID cards, Nigel. Fake COVID vaccination cards to say that yes, I'm vaccinated. It wasn't just him; it was a few other NFL players, and I'm going off the dome on this. I really just want to give this more of my feelings. I'm gonna look into this as more details come out. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
I want those. I want those other guys' names aired out.
Then go look for the damn names. Then, if you want the damn names aired out, man, this is your time to air it out. But I ain't gonna look for them and airing them out. And I'm gonna focus on Antonio. I'm gonna steamroll you. I'm gonna focus on Antonio Brown for a second. I'm gonna just say this. Listen, man. Yeah. I'm in Florida. What do y'all want from me? I am in Florida, bruh. Tampa Bay, son. Man, nah. I just want a Super Bowl.
You know what I want for you, man?
Nah. I am a star prime champion, okay? I'm a top athlete, total Grizzly, right? I don't have my controversies. These people done drag my name through the mud. I've assisted in the name of mine being dragged through the mud. I've made mistakes in this life, okay? But you gonna tell me that all I tried to do was follow the rules. They said you had to have a card showing proof of vaccination. I pulled up with the card. This is no infraction. This is no foul. This is no nothing. Y'all need to stop. Man. Come on, man. I thought this was America. I thought this was America. I thought that this was America. No cap.
No
cap. I thought this was America.
No
cap.
Thought
it was. Thought it was a great red, white, blue.
Yeah, it's still America, man. It's just when the hell.
Now they're trying to. If they say that they're trying to get this man off of that team, the team in Florida,
bro,
is he still playing for the Buccaneers?
Yes, man.
Son.
Like,
if I play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where in Florida, where the COVID laws and restrictions are lax, and they say that in my state, this is fine. Go ahead. Go. Rock out. You're an adult. You're making conscious decisions for yourself. Go ahead. Plus, you're not just an adult. You're a fucking super athlete. Do you know how many little boys want to wake up and be Antonio? You know what, man? I'm just going to say this, man. Hey, man. These athletes don't know what they're doing. They're making decisions out of their ass. And apparently, the millions of dollars that they go and spend on their bodies to keep them in the $1 million positions that they earn through their bodies, it's like maybe all of that is just, it's just bullshit, right? Yeah.
Yo, COVID affects us all differently, man. I'll tell y'all that.
You're goddamn right.
I'll tell y'all that, man, because
the Omicron variant of COVID causes air in chest. Shut up, Kaz.
Well,
Kaz Amazo's trolling in the chat. My man trolling in the chat. Go ahead. COVID causes.
We got like, you know what I'm saying, NBA player Joel Embiid coming out saying COVID kicked his fucking ass, man, and I'm still kind of suffering through the effects of that right now. So just to say that is, yes, you are a grown man and you do make your own decisions, and to go back to Antonio Brown, nigga, you make your own decisions, but you don't make the decision to make a goddamn fake vaccine card.
Nah, they said pull up with the vaccine card. I pulled up with the vaccine card. Where is the issue?
Nigga,
I don't understand. They said you had to show proof of vaccination. That card says I have a vaccine. That's proof of vaccination. I just showed you.
If it's fake.
Okay.
Fake,
what is fake?
Not proof.
The paper's right there.
Nigga. If the paper
What are you saying to me?
If you just getting this stamped and you're not actually vaccinated, that is not proof of anything. You just gave me a fucking paper. Like, and no, that's not just America. This is not the land of the free. Nah, nigga. We don't just have, you don't just like go to a club and just have a fake ID and just expect them to always just be like, "Oh yeah, bro, here's your fake ID and let you go into the club." They be looking at your fucking ID. You know what I'm saying? They got their little blue pen. They be checking up on you, and they will get your ass if they really good at what they doing.
Tell that to the tell that to the 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds that's in the club right now, drinking their heads off, drinking their livers out. Tell that to them. No, you go tell that, especially the women. You go tell that to them.
And tell me how
you
many,
go tell that to them.
How many women you know in real life, in your real person? How many people have you met with the fake ID?
2.
At the club?
No, in real life, throughout life,
or just at the club, I should say. Let's
not
say
at the club. Never. But throughout life, through my travels, I've met two women who's openly say, "Yeah, I had a fake, or I have a fake now. I'm not 21 yet, and I have a fake." Yes, this is a thing, and what I'm trying to tell you is, especially son, it's not a thing because we didn't look for it, but it's still a thing, and we snitching right now, honestly. So stop snitching. We gotta stop the snitching. All I'm gonna say is the NFL required this brother to have proof of vaccination. He had it, and now there's an issue. I don't know how far they're dragging out this issue, but they shouldn't drag it out. It's just, son, this is a medical decision.
Dude, you overreacted first and foremost, man. I think he's just rambling, but yeah, man, they're not going to take any other repercussion through this. They're not going to get any further punishment.
You got
suspended.
Sure so you get suspended. So if you don't get the vaccine, then what?
Nigga, bro. Aaron Rodgers is playing football right now. He didn't get the goddamn vaccine.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about? You just kind of jumping in the gun and saying a lot of shit.
It better be like.
Okay, let's look back at Aaron Rodgers. What the hell happened in his case?
It better be like that.
He got COVID and now he's back.
It better.
No one's talking about no vaccine, no nothing of that. And I just read an article right now, ESPN, you know what I'm saying, Antonio Brown, he got suspended 3 games, and he's going to make his return against the Carolina Panthers. What's the problem? It's all groovy. He got suspended because he violated some protocols. It's all groovy, man. You know what I'm saying?
What happens when he tries to go play in a place that doesn't allow him to play? Then you don't play.
I mean, what else do you want them to do?
Then you just don't play?
Well, I guess. Well, it's kind of iffy because I'm sure you do. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was in LA the other week and shit. He played. So I don't.
The state that I'm curious about is New York, because that's the state. For what I've heard a lot of stuff about LA in particular being quite restriction heavy. I've actually read that in the I believe it's city of Los Angeles, nightclubs in Los Angeles require that you be vaccinated, and then you must show proof. And you look at it and you go, okay, but these athletes, man, these special examples, these the only special snowflakes in our entire whole society. If you really was to pick any, they should have the discretion on this specific case. I mean, I that's how I feel.
I just also want to say real quick that Antonio Brown actually is vaccinated.
Oh well, so how do you have fake vaccination cards if you're vaccinated? How did they prove that? Where are you seeing that information? Number one,
on an ESPN article, it says the NFL investigated on Brown's doings of he brought a fake card with him into training camp, but shortly after he arrived, someone told him that he can slow down. I'm sorry. You slurred your words there. He brought a fake vaccine card to the training camp in the beginning of the season, and someone told him in the office of the Buccaneers office, someone told him that he can get in trouble for that, so he decided to get vaccinated.
Cap. What?
That's what sources say.
That's just man, people just talking, man. All I gotta say is hey, stay healthy, get your vitamins, exercise, get tested. Go get tested for all ailments, COVID, STDs. motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Just go get tested. Go make sure just go make sure that you're good. That you and your peoples are good.
Word
That's
is
all I
bond,
gotta
man.
say.
Word is bond. I can second that, man.
My man Cass is in the chat putting up paragraphs. I ain't even gonna look at that. I'ma just say. It's really some bullshit how we're really trying to force super athletes to be the pinnacle of vaccination, and to be the poster children of vaccination when they have the most to lose from a vaccination. They're the people who, if they fall in the thank you. But if they fall in the 1% of etc., who gets these side effects, whatever the side effects are, and they could be anything because we don't know the full extent, because we don't know the full extent of the effects of these new novel vaccines. It's like, just saying, make sure you good. All right, let's move on. No more vid, unless you have another vid conversation to spin off into.
No, I got
something more on the vid. I just feel like the demonization of Antonio Brown needs to stop. That needs to stop. That needs to stop.
Where are you seeing this demonization?
Nah, I won't have it. That brother.
No. Where are you seeing this? You saw one article, one headline. That was it.
That brother was out there with mental issues and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Crazy haircuts.
Y'all hear this
You know
nigga,
what I
man?
mean?
He's going off on the
And
topic.
but I'm just saying. Then they want to tack on COVID crazy dude, COVID denier, COVID da. They put you in a box, in a bin. They label you. I don't like that. Unless it's and again, if he's anti-vax, that's one thing. I'm just saying, don't attribute it to the rest of his character. I won't have the Antonio Brown slander. He's a beast, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, plus,
yeah, man. Big salute to Antonio Brown.
Good relationship with his daughter, and just just beautiful, especially from what we saw. I don't know. I always bring that up when I talk about Antonio Brown. It was beautiful. Like, damn. Like, we really saw this man on probably what you would call rock bottom for his life. Like, not only did it's like Job. It's like I made it, then they took it away. Well, they didn't take it away from me. His millions never went away, but his reputation went into the toilet, and he really did look like a heel, and he was out here getting arrested, and it was getting scary because it was during that time in the country when we were very things were very divisive, especially against the police, and he was getting arrested, and that didn't look good, and it was just wins a Super Bowl ring. You know what I'm saying? And then.
Shit.
And then has a whole year you don't hear much about him. Just Antonio Brown's just doing his thing, playing on this new organization for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm assuming, because I don't watch football that much anymore. Just living. That's good. I like that. I don't know. I got a little defensive on Antonio Brown. What did my man Spencer say? Yeah. Have you ever heard of No, I don't know what that word is there. Unless is that no, I don't know what that word is, Casamezo. He says, Jairus, have you ever heard of parosmia? I'm kind of scared to look that up.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking it up on screen, but I'm looking it up. Parosmia orders is a change in the normal perception. Parosmia is a change in the normal perception of odors, usually taking pleasant smells and turning them into foul ones. That's very interesting. Thank you for the fun fact. Do you feel a little smarter now, Nigel?
Yeah, man. I felt like I just learned the word of the day, man. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That definitely was your word of the day. Parosmia. Parosmia. Thought this was America.
Oh, you saying it's a post-COVID symptom? You know what I'm saying? That's part of that long COVID right there.
Long COVID.
That's part of that long COVID.
For some of the long vid.
Yeah,
makes
man.
some bad smell good.
No,
or good smells.
Well, yeah,
or really.
Good
well, I think
it's
good. I think it could be either, isn't it? It could be. It's just switching the smell profile in general. Like it's just like is a change in the normal perception of odors. Yes. So it could be bad to good, good to bad, weird to sweet, sweet to weird.
Yeah, I've heard of this too. I've heard that people with the now after they've fought off COVID, man, they got the long COVID and they've been experiencing that. Anytime they smell any kind of foods or anything like that, it just smells like absolute garbage. So that they're
Garbage.
yeah, that even your man said that people are saying that food and tastes and smells like sewage. So yeah, that's something that people are having a side effect of after having COVID-19.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't even imagine losing my sense of smell or taste.
Losing the sense of smell is one thing, but then if I smell McDonald's and smell it for what it really is, a bunch of shit, maybe that'll be a good thing.
Yeah,
Get it?
nah, I see what you're trying to get at right there. This nigga nudging me a little bit.
See how I made it clever? Because I said it's for what it actually is, and it's a burger. But what a burger really is a heart-stopping killing machine. That's really bad for you.
Yeah, man. Honestly, that shit was not funny, dog, and that shit didn't.
I
land.
think that was hilarious.
Yeah, that comedy style bag of yours, man, can get a little work, but you on your way though.
I'm on my way?
Yeah, you on your way, big fella. I like it, man. Just keep on shooting.
All right. Here's the thing. Burgers are good, but imagine if you didn't smell them. Imagine if you didn't smell burgers as burgers. And if you just smelled a plate of actual dog feces.
Wow.
Imagine though.
Dog feces?
Dog feces.
Why the fuck?
Like straight in the park. Ooh, what's that? Did I step in something? And then you look, and then you get that good whiff of it because you can see it now. Nah, son. Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, that's why, man. You gotta just be careful, y'all. Be careful out there. Try to be on the P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? If it's to get the vaccine or take your vitamins or both, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're right for yourself, man.
But then have you heard of the myocarditis?
And the myocarditis, yeah, man.
You gotta look up the myocarditis. Look up that myocarditis now.
Yeah.
That myocarditis. MYALCARDITIS. And I'm not giving out any medical advice. I'm just saying protect yourself and get tested. I think if you know more about yourself, you yourself can make a better and more informed decision. Point blank, period. I think I don't know about anybody, so I really couldn't properly recommend treatment or this or that, but get tested though. But the myocarditis, better look that up now, because they say there's a chance that you get the myocarditis from the vaccine, and it's our age range, and it has to do with the heart. So just saying.
Yeah, man.
Well, I don't even want to. I don't want to go down the COVID. I don't want to go down the COVID.
It just goes, but let's just stay into the fact of what you were saying, man. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for you and your body, man, and just make sure you do the most research and I would say do your due diligence on what you're gonna do beforehand. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's all I can really tell y'all, cause damn, at this point, there's so many things that could affect you sideways and this and that. You just got to make sure you and your doctor are on the same page. Facts.
I was watching Joe Rogan, and he had this dude.
Rogan.
What's his name? Jason?
Derulo.
No. It's Derek from moreplatesmoredates.com, who is a marketing degree business person turned sports drug analyst or something like that.
What?
Yeah, they had an entire conversation essentially about, or at least a bulk of their conversation was about the doping that goes on in sports and
okay.
steroid use, etc. Duke was going over. There's one key part of that interview. Duke was going over John Jones's tests from apparently a public test that he got of John Jones's testosterone levels from ASADA. I believe because the ASADA is the testing agency that actually does the test. So I believe he retrieved this test, and on it, John Jones's testosterone from after fighting Daniel Cormier. I'm not sure after fighting one, if it was one or two.
Yeah, I heard
but
something about this.
But I'll assume two. The one where he said the cocaine, because that's egregious. You know, you do a week of cocaine, then you go and fight for the light heavyweight title, and you look at that and you go, you look at that and you go,
was there any performance enhancing anything?
Well,
to do?
A lot of people were looking at the cocaine initially, like, is there something in the cocaine that could make you wake up the next day, and does that make sense even? But now it's coming out that Duke on the podcast didn't even say highly. He said it is because when you get into these sciencey sort of conversations, you have to speak about indicators, and you can't speak with extreme certainty. But what he said was that the indications from John Jones's testosterone, the fact that his testosterone came back at the levels of around a woman during the fight of him versus Daniel Cormier, his testosterone came back at the levels of a woman. Because of that, there has to have been something that was affecting his testosterone in some drastic and major way. And Rogan then asked the kind of natural follow-up question where it's like, testosterone we know is linked to quite a few male attributes that people can say are actually essential in fighting, that you need testosterone at a high level to get into a fight. And the guy was saying that basically whatever this drug was, it lowered that testosterone level that's supposed to be natural, which could mean, at least in my interpretation, my as in Nathan Rogers Wright, Gyres Rowgh, Rambling Rowgh, as a scientist here in my science bag, and from my interpretation, it's like whatever drug John Jones took, it could have made the testosterone spike or peak to a point where he was able to perform for a window of time at a high level of testosterone, and then after or at some point before, because this would have to depend on the testing as well, when it was and whatnot, but depending on what the testing was, whatever drug John Jones took, a testosterone level at that level could indicate that this drug makes your testosterone peak for a certain amount of time, and then it just it hardlines, and then it goes right down to some very low minuscule level. The point is damn, like, here you go, and you have this dude who is touted as this undefeated UFC fighter, and then undefeated UFC fighter, and he's doping. Well, it's not even like a surprise, right? John Jones is not honestly an angel of a character. He's had his issues, even recently with the domestic violence, beating his wife, but at least he had that. I feel like the only integrity that John Jones had left was in his physical ability, his athletic ability. If he's found a way to get around testing, around some sort of steroid use testing, that's it. I mean, that's your legacy, and that's it. And somebody needs to be screaming this. Like, I just said this. It was said on that podcast, but even in that podcast, I feel like Rogan was downplaying the shit out of this. He was just like, okay. Like he understood what dude was saying, but he didn't want to like headline and say, wait a minute. So are you saying John Jones cheated throughout his career, especially during the most pivotal moments, one of which being the Daniel Cormier fights? It's like,
and he took steroids, so what?
So what? So what?
Dude, Anderson, we already know that Anderson Silva took steroids during his reign. So what?
Rogan was saying that a lot of the guys from the initial UFC days, from before Anderson Silva's time, like those were real pre like.
Niggas was taking steroids.
And even now,
Niggas,
all over the place
you
in,
know,
in fighting and in whatnot.
They take steroids, bro.
You know, in the amateur. Yeah, I don't think he was saying the amateur part, but like.
I think Rogan didn't really get into it too much because it's like, yeah, bro, yeah, these dudes take steroids, bro. It's not, you're not gonna just be in this pristine, crisp body of yours throughout your whole life. Like, there has to be some level of slack at some point. But and he's one of the he's a guy that literally tells you, yo, man, I take steroids myself. Like like for longevity and stuff like that. It's not even.
Put yourself in the shoes of a Daniel Cormier who is like, I've reserved myself to thinking that because he's the better fighter, that's why he won. It's like, maybe not. Maybe not.
Hey, man.
Maybe not. Maybe without that, you could have never beat me. And that's a better title for me. If I'm Daniel Cormier. Plus, if he's already double champ. It doesn't matter. Right. But it's like it just goes back to like.
That's why it just frustrates
it really
my
doesn't
brain.
matter.
Like it doesn't fucking matter.
But it does because
Cormier,
no. But it does because of the ego. Because
Daniel Cormier achieved something John Jones has never done in his career, and he's trying to do actually.
That's true.
But he hasn't even done it yet.
But
so like, yeah, you beat me for your light heavyweight championship title
twice.
And you did do so because you left the UFC or you had a problem with the UFC. It's not because I necessarily beat you or anything like that, but you left and you left this title vacant, and I was the best man to get it, and he proved that. He beat guys to get to that title.
And then came back and then won again.
Yeah, and
talk shit.
Yeah,
again.
See, now, okay.
And on the second one said that he did cocaine before, or admitted that he did cocaine before fighting him on the first one.
So
which is
that's
just
where
nuts.
That's when I'll be like, all right,
that's nuts.
Him talking shit,
that's nuts.
And then being in like a war of like just words or shit like that is crazy. If you did take performance enhancing drugs, like, come on, dude, just.
John Jones talked shit. It got heated. And it got heated on the basis of you're the best, but no, I'm saying I'm the best. And maybe you're not the best. Maybe you cheated. That sucks, man. I don't know. That's a really
that's the sport.
But it is. I guess it is the sport. But then you also have to look at it in the present day. It's like, again, I don't think this is being made a headline. But you got to look at Dana White and you go. Okay, wait. I don't know.
You could look at Dana White to just be.
You look at Dana White and go, do you allow this to go on?
Or at least put up a public show and give us an investigation, right?
An investigate. So just say,
we're doing an investigation. Give us the public a show of like, yo, man, we're gonna investigate.
That doesn't work.
Jones.
That doesn't work in this situation because if you have an investigation, it has to have some sort of conclusive result. Well, not necessarily. I mean, the MMA community is not like it's the most. This is not the most. How would you say like they're not gonna start striking and protesting and not to say that they're not even. I'm just saying it's such a niche crowd, number one, and we already get spoiled so much. Like just watching MMA fights on the highest level, you're getting spoiled so much, and you think you are like as a light fan of UFC, I'm just like. Even just watching the cards that we had the fights that we had today, Saturday, what's the date today? The 4th. These preliminary fights on the Fight Night card, which is a free fight essentially. Well, it's not a free fight. It's on ESPN Plus, which you have to pay for. But
annual subscription.
Yes. Thank you, Nigel, for paying that annual subscription.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm jaw dropped. These fights are super exciting to me. So the point I'm trying to make is Fight fans are not the most vocal. They're not the most fight. They like fights. They won't probably fight too hard for any particular thing. I don't think. I think a lot of this stuff happens by like, matchmakers and Dana White just kind of puppeteering it all. And I'm just saying, if you know that John Jones was cheating before and he got away with it,
the fuck you gonna do now?
I know you don't. I mean, you either ignore it completely, the John Jones taking drugs, or you just you look at it and say, okay, this plus in conjunction with, the reputation and whatnot, but you can't really do it now. Well, you could. There's a window. I don't know. There's a window now for the drug use to kick John Jones out of the UFC. There's a window. But not for the domestic violence, because I think it's the statute of limitations on like that being a good public move. They're kind of out, because like why would you do that so late? What were you gonna say?
Speaking of drug use in the UFC, did Anderson Silva take any performance-enhancing drugs? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because if I could just remember any other time where I even heard any big news story about a fighter taking performance-enhancing drugs in the UFC and them reprimanding them in any way.
T.J. Dillashaw. I believe he got suspended.
It was because of performance-enhancing drugs?
Yeah, like it was something like he ended up not.
Oh,
it was like a complicated case.
I thought
it was something about because whenever I hear about T.J. Dillashaw and this is like a stoned and slightly drunk, not drunk, but just one beer, one Blue Moon, take on this. But yeah, T.J. Dillashaw, whenever he talks about his suspension or whatever the hell happened, I think it was a suspension, and they stripped him of his title.
Oh shit!
I believe, right? I could be wrong. I'm not looking it up on my magical lookup device right now. Hold on. Let me just look it up.
Yeah, man.
Let me just look it up so I just have it.
In my opinion, I thought T.J. Dillashaw was just taking a layoff for 2 years and he's just making his comeback. Had no idea he got suspended, but if that's the case, then yeah, there you go. We got one case that the UFC reprimanded someone. But I mean, as far as I know, though.
So T.J. Dillashaw faced a stiff penalty for his use of performance-enhancing drugs, and he believes the punishment will leave a lasting legacy in MMA. Stiff penalty. Okay, where's the stiff penalty at, though? This Saturday at Vegas 31, Dillashaw headlines. Corey Sandhagen. It will be the first fight since January 2019 for the two-time UFC champion. A result of Dillashaw receiving a 2-year suspension from USADA after he tested positive for recombinant human EPOs, erythropoietin. I don't know how to say that last
whatever
word.
steroid that was.
But yes, he tested positive for EPOs, and
so that just tells you whatever.
And last thing, following his initial test, he said I messed up. That's what Dillashaw said. So it looked like. And that case got more complicated because I think there was something along the lines of like, I think in the end he ended up being good, or something like that. But
something cleared his name.
I don't know. You know what? Let's just take it for what that article just said. He messed up. He did take some sort of thing that got him suspended from the testing agency that is supposed to clear fighters before USADA, before they even go and fight.
And whatever John Jones took, he must have taken it knowing that it wasn't something that's going to violate the rules and the regulations of the USADA group. Whoever they weigh the fighters and check them before they even fight or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's intentional then. That would mean that you took an intentional drug or some substance to alter your testosterone so that it appears before or after your fight that your testosterone is like that of a woman's.
But if it's not against the rules, then fuck it.
But
just did a loophole.
See, but that's not okay. But that's still not ethically.
Well, then what I guess, but nigga, fuck you, DC. You should have found your own loophole, nigga.
Oh, that's your point. That's your take.
I mean, that's my point. That's my take. At that point, like,
wow,
fuck you talking about, man? Goddamn,
fuck you, DC. You should have found your own loophole.
It's the fight. It's a competition. It's like in basketball. Like they've had to finesse the refs to get them calls and shit like that. Now the refs have hardened down. They figured out like, yo, man, we can't just give these guys these calls like that. These offensive calls. It's just getting ridiculous. But you gotta just learn how to find loopholes in the game to make it better for yourself. And John Jones found that. And I got no problems with that shit, bruh. He beat Darren Cormier and he was talking this shit. And he disrespected him in the ring after he beat him. He did a whole bunch of shit. So it's like, yeah, nigga, you find your own loophole, dog. I'm sorry, I don't have no sympathy for Darren Cormier.
How did John
in
Jones
a sense.
disrespect Daniel Cormier in the octagon after he beat him? What are you referring to?
There's videos of him just like I think he like humped him or something. Like he did like an Israel Adesanya little hump, like a tea bag on Darren Cormier. Or maybe I'm just thinking of just Israel Adesanya.
Wait a minute. Is that the one where like John Jones was? No. I'm thinking about Rampage Jackson when he fought Rampage Jackson. That shit was fucking. There's a part in that fight that's hilarious, where John Jones is like he just gets under Rampage, and like he was maybe fighting for like a single leg or a double leg, but then he just ducks his head down, or maybe his head was already ducked down underneath Rampage's legs, and then he just goes to stand up from that position, like while being completely underneath Rampage, he goes to stands up, and sort of just brushes Rampage Jackson off, and just starts walking towards his corner, like very calmly and casually, and just very disrespectfully, just showing like, bro, I don't give a fuck about you. Like, I'm not threatened by you in any way, shape, form, matter. Which is not a thing.
Which is hilarious because in the last pod we saw that video of Rampage Jackson kind of pressing that one older boxer dude who I can't remember his name. Shannon Briggs. And it was just like the opposite of that. It's just like Shannon Briggs is completely terrified of this big ass Rampage Jackson guy just coming at him like, and I'm sure that was just for the cameras and they were just trying to put on a little show, but.
Yes.
But yeah, man, I just like the duality of that. Just of one man that's just not scared of this big monster.
Well, that was Rampage's whole Rampage. I mean, that's his whole right.
That's
like,
his whole. Yeah,
that was his whole thing. Like,
which,
you know,
but that just shows you the greatness of John Jones. Because damn, this nigga's just a lanky, skinny little dude, 23, I think at the time. He was real young, and he just disrespects this fucking legend of the game by just doing this little
but straight legend of the game though.
Like oh my god, that
yeah, that's on the same level of the AI step over. Like that's on that same level of just I don't give a fuck about you, bro.
Same level, but different sense because then AI got his ass whooped right after that.
Did he?
Yeah, they
team?
They didn't win a game after that. I just want to keep a break with you. I just want to keep a break.
The 76ers didn't win a game?
It was 1-4. That's how they got swept after that. They just got dominated. It was that one game and then boom.
Bruh.
Lakers just killed them.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't talk shit.
Well, it wasn't really talking shit. It wasn't really talking shit. It was like,
just AI couldn't.
It was such a moment in the moment because when he explains it, he's like, it was such in the moment like. I didn't even see my man talk because he talks about it crazy too because him and Tyronn Lue had a long-standing relationship even at that point. Like they were cool, like really good friends. It was just that shit, man. We in the finals and I'm hooping, and yeah, man, you just on the floor and it was just I don't know. It was just a picture perfect moment, man. They are just stepping over a body, just that he just crossed over. That shit is crazy, bro. Like, and especially to do it in such a big stage like the NBA Finals, it was awesome, man. But yeah, after that they got their ass smoked. Thank
you for that quick basketball history, man. You just really put me into LA 76ers sort of 2000-ish era.
Honestly, just to go on a brief like just go off real quick on that final has been crazy, man, because then you got Kobe, a man that was from Philly, had to go back to Philly and win 2 games of the NBA Finals in Philly and shit like that, and he said that his parents never watched him play a game in the NBA, even when he was in the finals. And that's some crazy shit, bro.
Wait, why didn't they watch him go play a game?
I don't know, but they just never watched him play a game, and that's why there's this iconic picture of Kobe with the trophy, and he just looks so down and sad. He's just like that, but he got the trophy with him with the hat. That shit's hard, cause he was saying like, yeah, I was just thinking about how the fact that like I just won a championship in my city, and my parents never even watched me play a game.
But why? Why did they do that?
I don't know.
My God, a game?
They never watched he said they never watched the one final game. One. They didn't go watch any of his games, none of that. So he was just down and hurt about that. And imagine the dude was like 24, 23 at that time. So he's a youngin'. Like, I don't know. It's just wild, bro. RP to Bean, bro. RP to Bean.
Yes.
Yeah, I just needed to get on that little basketball tangent. That, yeah, and then, well, you got anything? You got any other topics for us?
Yeah. Nah. It's not really. Hey, man. Listen, man. I'm here. I like having the conversation with you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same.
I like
Word
just
of
exploring just kind of what we think about these things. You know, we don't have to just be like you don't have to be just going from topic to topic to topic to topic like you know.
Yeah,
like,
I just thought we was just talking, so I was just
Yeah.
like trying to see if we can get into anything else. Anything else that's interesting.
Nope. Got nothing.
Well, we got this.
I got nothing.
Well, we got Rob Font and Aldo coming up, man. Soon after
Rob Font, Aldo. Speaking of things coming up, now I got something. We got One Piece this Sunday.
Yeah.
That's gonna be there. We've got. So we'll react to that. We've got yeah. Yeah. We've got a pod. I think that's episode 39. How do you feel, man? How do you feel about that episode? You feel good?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It was a light episode. Didn't have much to talk about, but I think we made it work, man. Cause we just kind of let it flow, let the conversation just go, let our minds just ramble on. So yeah, man, I like this episode.
All right. Well, if you like it, I love it. I have been your host with the most, Finding Nemo, aka Nemo Hoes, Jai's Rowgh.
I don't know. I'm gonna let you slide. Go ahead.
That's my bro host, you know, and Debbie. He's on Twitch. We're on Twitch.
Two B's, two Y's.
Please like the video on the YouTubes. Please subscribe to the Rambling Rogue Show on YouTube. Thank you for watching. If you've watched to this point, thank you to my guy Kaz in the chat. He actually really helped me earlier. Thank you to my boy Spencer4317 for the sub. He just shot a sub, my man. This is like I think Spencer4317 probably was my first sub ever. So salute to dude. Salute to dude. Salute
to you, man. Salute to you, Spence. You did a good thing, man. Poggers you.
No, that's not how you say that. But
No. Pog you. There you go.
Wow. Okay. Black screen.
We go. Wait, so it's not Pog you? It's Poggers you?
Pog you is how you say it. Poggers you is just, that's a neck. I need to neck you up for that. You don't get to, you don't, don't say it now.
Nah, man. Nigga, I said it after. I said Pog you.
Don't say it after.
I said after,
You
partner.
killed it. You killed it.
Well,
You-
hey, man. Poggers.
Nah, I'm just joking with you.
Yeah,
Nah, you
dude.
didn't. Honestly, that was pretty much. You didn't kill it, man. It's just a word.
Yeah, man. It's just
Stop
a
being so
Twitch
defensive.
word.
I gotta
that's
stop being
all.
so defensive.
Yeah, man. You don't own the word police. Nigga.
Why do you gotta use that word? Like, you don't have to use that word.
Poggers you?
Nigga.
Oh.
Okay, that was dumb. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not niggas, man. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying we go.